Today we bring another amazing cook because we have these gigantic tortillas from Tortilla Familia.
Yes.
Brett, it seems like we ought to do an adequate, nay, an overly adequate burrito.
Exactly right. It needs to fit the size of these tortillas.
You want to see us knock out these monster steak burritos? Stick around while we dig in.
I can't believe the WALTWINS. They're right there. That's one of them. That's the other one.
I'm the other one.
We are going to try this once again. We loved the near one take video that we did the other day, and also helps us kind of keep a little bit more focused.
Yes, it does.
We're doing it again with the help of Sherry, who's going to film us.
Hi, Sherry.
We are going to go ahead and just knock this out. But Brett, the best way to do it, start talking about the groceries. What's going into this one?
Well, first of all, this is the star of the show from the Tortilla Familia. We absolutely love these. Thank you, Lamar, for sending us these amazingly huge flour tortillas. We are using ribeye steak for these. We've got a Mexican cheese, cilantro, pico de gallo, lime, because we are going to make cilantro lime rice. So rice is in this as well. And we've got queso that we're going to smother the burrito with.
Okay, so what are we doing next?
We are going to throw the steaks down, but we're still waiting for it to come up to heat because we do a sear and then a cook.
But before that, what should we do?
Oh yeah, let's warm up the tortillas.
Let's warm up the tortillas. Let's go ahead because they are Tortilla Familia tortillas. We love them, but they were in the refrigerator. They are shipped directly from Mexico, and so we keep them refrigerated, and we're gonna toss them on the griddle, cook them up about 30 seconds per side, and then when we're done with that, we'll pull them, and then that will be our burrito of choice for this one as we get to the steak. So Brett is gloving up, and we're ready to get to the griddle. So when we say this is a one-take video, basically what we're gonna do is any errors or anything that happens, we're just gonna let it roll. However, we will stop it at points to get to the next set, which is what we're gonna do now, getting ready to get to the griddle. We thought we would start this segment with the tortilla challenge. Okay, we're not wasting our tortillas.
Yeah, we're not wasting
these
tortillas.
Are too good, so we're gonna toss these on the griddle. Ooh, you can hear them kind of
just so you know,
up.
yours is hot on high right here.
Okay,
so
yep, I'll watch it. So we're gonna let this go about 30 seconds. Basically, we just want this to cook. We'll actually start seeing it bubbling and cooking, and it will get lighter in color, and then we'll know it's just about ready to flip, and we'll flip it and pull and get ready. Brett, yours is a little folded right there, my guy.
I know, I was trying to fix that.
Let's fix it. I got you.
All right,
I'm looking out for number two. Battle, buddy. Okay, see how this is white now? Look at that. Look at that. Ready to go?
Yep. Now Adam is on a hotter part of the griddle because that's what we have on high for the steaks, because you want this thing screaming for these steaks to get that sear.
Dude, I'm so excited for these burritos. Also, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention with Tortilla Familia, we do actually, there is a special going. We have a, what do we call that? A link, Brett? Down to the description. In fact, here's the link right here. If you click the link, you can get BOGO. That is buy 1 3-pack of tortillas and get the other one half off, and enter to win Tortillas for Life. Speaking of tortillas, my tortilla is done. Brett, how's your tortilla looking, my dude?
It needs just about probably 30 more seconds.
All right, I'm gonna put mine over here.
Not so screaming hot side of the griddle, but as you can see, it is not having that completely almost tan, transparent gray look. It is white because it is cooking.
I gotta say, man, these tortillas smell unreal. It is so incredible getting these fresh tortillas.
Authentic, yes.
One thing that Brett and I talk often, we'll use whatever tortillas if we have to, but it's the after flavor. It's that like processed,
it's the
preservatives you can taste. And these, you've got none of that. It is just a pure tortilla. All right, if you want to slide it over, is it good? Because remember, we're gonna grill these at the end too, so they'll get more exposure to the griddle, if you will.
That's right.
I'm ready for some steak. Y'all ready for some steak?
Oh, hey, yeah.
Let's do this. Oh, hey, yeah. Oh, steak, yeah.
Make no mistake about it.
All right, Brett, are we gonna grill these in some butter first, or just at the end when we're doing the reverse part?
Adam.
Yes, sir.
Really? Really?
It is time to get the steaks going. These are just about perfectly room temperature. They've been sitting in the salt and pepper for about 30 minutes now.
That's right.
So we're just gonna lay a little butter right here. And Brett, I'm gonna layeth the steaketh down.
Do it.
Woo! Yeah. As that splattered up on me. Look at that. So we're gonna let that go.
We're gonna go 1 minute per side.
1 minute per side. So we'll go ahead and get this in a minute. We'll be back and we will flip it. All right, we've been 2 minutes. We decided to go 2 minutes, and we're gonna give this a what we call a flippity-doo-dah.
Flippity-a.
There it is.
Although,
And watch it, because this is gonna splatter just a smidge.
All right.
Got a little bit of a sear, nice. Now we admit we didn't have the griddle on for as long as we would have liked.
But also we are making burritos, so we're not going for that huge, we're okay with that, yeah.
All right, look out as it goes. There we go. So we'll let this go another 2 minutes, and then we'll finish the cook on the cooler side of the griddle
For literally 1 minute.
All right, well, Brett brought up a point. Sometimes one of our keys is if we didn't quite get it hot enough, we want a little bit of a sear, we're gonna put the press on there just to kind of help it create more energy in there. And then when that's done, we're just gonna give this about 30 seconds to a minute, and then we'll flip it and then finish the cookout.
And the press actually helps the steak. It'll just flatten it and make it all adhere to the griddle.
Yep. All right, Brett's removing that as we go. Brett, go ahead and butter the other side, if you would, my good sir.
Got you, my dude.
My liege. Nice. Now, what we like to do is we're going to, nice little sear there. Not too shabby. I don't want to splatter anybody over here. There we go. And Brett, go ahead and split that butter up. And I'm going to get this over here and put this on top as well. So this is one thing we like to do. We don't want to waste any of this. This right here is flavor right there. So we're bringing the flavor onto the griddle, or onto the steaks. There we go. We get those butters going. And we do this for about, now it's on the cooler side, so we'll do this about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, flip it about 2 minutes. We usually like to temp it. We get to what we like, which is 120.
Yep.
And then when we're done,
We'll go let it rest.
we'll let it rest for 5 minutes.
Stuff.
There. Brett just said it. I couldn't have said it better myself. So we're going to pause again so we can get to the next phase.
Yeah.
So at this point now, we're going to be flipping. We got the butter, but here's what we like to do. Brett's using the tongs because what we want to do is make sure that butter stays there. Oh. Look at that dance. All right, so now Brett's going to flip that one. And then all we do is, see, this is just sliding down. As this butter starts to come down, I'll just scoop it and we just make sure we're basting at this point. This is all we're doing, is we're basting. Brett, what are we doing?
We are basting.
We baste. So this is all we'll do. We'll flip it one more time. Not going to bore you with the details. We're going to pull and rest it for 5 minutes. We'll get back when we're cutting it and
I
getting
don't know why I
ready for the
showed you the
rest.
pan we're putting it on, but there you go.
We're going to get the rest of this. Typically, we try to get our steaks to medium rare, but we're just using this as filler for the steak. We were less worried about the whole
burrito?
temperature, or for the burrito rather. So we just pulled these. They're probably medium well at this point, but we don't care about that. We're going to rest them and then cut them up to put these into into the burrito. Brett,
That's how
hold
tender
on.
this is. It's
While
wanting to
you're
fall
there,
apart
stay
already.
put, stay put.
I got you. Got to keep them
There we go.
separated.
There we go. We cannot dismiss the juice. The juice is on the loose. And for that, my dude, we're gonna go ahead and make sure we get all of this goodness. Now, I've used this buttery, what we call browning butter, as a dip before, and it is spectacular.
Dip for the
All right,
steak.
So we're
not
gonna go
chips.
so we're gonna go ahead and let this rest, and we'll see you in about 5 minutes. So, Brett, we always say this, longest 5 minutes of our lives.
Yes.
So we're gonna go ahead and just cut this. All we're doing is kind of slicing this up into chunks, into pieces. And then we're gonna go and we're gonna add this to our burrito. My goodness gracious. Thin little slices. We're gonna slice and dice.
Make
any
everything
price.
nice. Oh yeah, by the way, we're using the Dalstrong Vanquish series, the chef's knife.
Absolutely.
One of the
love
sharpest
it.
knives I've ever used. We use this thing all the time and it just maintains its integrity
It's integrity.
and its sharpness.
Brett, this piece of steak was.
Snack. Oh, by the way, we do
place.
have snack and steak for this.
Oh my gosh. Brett,
Yep.
this steak is second to none, my guy. I tell you, salt, pepper, and butter needs nothing else.
Oh gosh.
And you can't beat the ribeye. Oh my gosh, look at all that juice left behind. So good. Right, I'm gonna drink that. Yep, put that in my sippy cup.
Dunk the burrito.
Dunk the burrito.
Add that juice as a drink mixer.
Yes, sir. All right, speed this up a little bit. We'll get to the next phase. We know we're gonna cut that up, but Brett, we're gonna build these.
Let's do it.
So we're gonna build right here. So here's how I'm going to build. And this is what I was explaining to Brett and Sherry, how I would like to do it. So we didn't make cilantro lime rice. We're going to. So I'm gonna take my scoop of rice. We're gonna go basically right here in the middle. I'll go this way, so that way we know we're going right there, right? Now, when you go to restaurants, they always do? They put way too much rice. I don't know why. So now I'm just gonna take a hint of my cilantro right in there, and a hint of my lime. Let's go fresh lime, or do we wanna use the wedges for? Okay, so we're gonna get a little lime juice in here, just a little bit. And Brett, salt, we need salt. I realized I put the beans back on the griddle to get a little warm, but while we're waiting for the salt too, I'm gonna put some beans next to this here. So now we do drain the beans. I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt. So Brett, this is how I make my cilantro, because this isn't like being cooked in the cilantro and lime.
Sure.
But I'm gonna add just a little. Oops, that was a lot.
Okay.
Woo, and more apparently. Apparently mine's super cilantro. Then I'm gonna put a squeeze of lime juice. Now I'm doing this, oh, that was a little bit too much, but a little here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my steak. So I get my steak in here. This is what I call a loaded steak burrito. Now,
What about your cheese?
this is what I want to do, Brett. So now I'm going to add a little cilantro more, just a little. So I've got a little bit of my cilantro here. Now I'm going to add a little bit more of my salt. Well, no, I was going to put salt. I realized the steak is very salted.
Yes.
But Brett, I'm adding just a little bit more of my lime juice to my steak, because just like we do our chicken, it just adds such good flavor. Now, so I'm just going to get a little spoonful of the pico. I don't need much. Okay, and then we gonna get our cheese. And then we're gonna use the queso on the outside.
Correct.
So we wanted to load this. I realized I'm not doing myself any justice, am I? No, very much justice. So let's do that. Some cheese. And probably, for as much as I'm adding here, let's go a little more rice. Now, because I am adding more rice, what do I got to add more of?
Cilantro and lime.
Oh, cilantro and lime. Brett nailed it. Good job. Okay, a little bit more.
It's gonna be the limiest burrito ever.
I maybe kind of overdone it.
Never.
Look.
At that, bro. You've got plenty of room to spare.
Oops, I'm tearing it on the outside.
It's all
I
right.
have to hold that together. There we go. Look at that. Grill it for a little bit.
Yep,
We're
my
gonna
turn.
toss it back on. All right, Brett, go ahead and build yours. Now, all I'm gonna do is take this on the griddle and grill this, Brett, while you're getting yours going.
Cool.
All right, so I pulled mine too tight. So we're gonna get this on there real quick. Get it toasted. This won't take much time at all. We'll go each side, and then I'll pull it, and I'm gonna smother it with queso. How about that?
I'm doing the same thing Adam did. Got my little bit of rice, got my little cilantro,
Cilantro.
get my little bit of lime, a little bit of salt. And I'm gonna go black beans.
Okay, I can go a little bit longer. Perfect.
Couple scoops. You want queso in this? Oh, right, Sherry's wanting queso in this.
I'm gonna put queso on the outside, on the outside, on the outside. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, wicka, wicka, wah, cha, cha.
Oh yeah. Now we're gonna go cheese. Adam in that laugh.
Adam in that laugh, Adam in that laugh. Chick, chick, chaw. A chicka, chicka, chick, chick, chaw.
Pico de gallo.
Forgive the chewing, we're munching on the extra steak.
Yeah, I told you they're snacking steak for this one, so we're good.
All right, I've got my one side, I'm gonna flip mine. Oh yeah.
Nice.
That is one nice grilled burrito. Look at that. Can't be mad at it, Brett.
No, you can't.
Don't eat it. All right, put it right there, my friend. Brett, your skills have weakened.
Hey, I'm happy with it.
Okay. That doesn't affect the flavor.
That does not affect the flavor. That is
Affect the
correct.
flavor.
Wins much?
Twinning much. All right, we're just gonna grill this, and then we're gonna show you us smothering the burritos, and then we're gonna eat them.
That's right. Sorry,
that's it.
not sorry.
Well, there it is in all its glory and ready to go on, because, Brett, I'm looking in both the battery and the card are getting filled and pretty close to being done. So like we say, we're just gonna dig in. This looks incredible. Like,
oh my gosh.
Oh wait, excuse me. Like we say, it can look amazing, Brett.
It looks amazing. It's an amazing mess.
It's an instant classic. Like we say, it can smell amazing.
Oh, this smells so good. Can I get a smell? Yeah.
Smell, yeah, you can. But if this doesn't taste amazing, then this is all for
naught.
naught.
Cheers.
I'll eat to that, my brother.
You're right. Steak doesn't need seasoning other than salt and pepper.
And you're right. Mine, I touch a little bit too much lime juice. I should add more, but it is otherwise
this is perfect. This steak,
amazing.
the rice, I put just enough lime.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just perfect. I'm just. This is really good. Sherry actually helped me build. Might as well here do this next. Do this next. So
the steak is so good that it doesn't need the extra lime. Is all I'm saying. This is spectacular. Look, I can't keep eating. I can't stop eating.
I feel like this would be any restaurant. Any restaurant. We made it right here. Of course, the tortilla familia tortillas that we got. The tortillas, they're so good. Está muy bueno.
Yeah, you do have to check the link below again for Tortilla Familia. We absolutely love the products.
And you can win tortillas for life.
You can. Check out that link. When you order, you get buy one, get one 50% off, and that's such an awesome deal. Thank you, Tortilla Familia. If you like this video, if you gave an idea of something else that you can cook on your griddle, make sure and give it a thumbs up. We really do appreciate it. It's one way in which you can support us in what we do. Another way you can support us is by purchasing one of our 2 cookbooks, the Epic Outdoor Griddle Cookbook and Smashed. Both available on YouTube, both available on Amazon.
We're available on YouTube.
On anywhere books are sold. Love that we get to come and do this.
Another banger. Another banger.
Like you said, legitimately, this is as good as any restaurant I've been to. And I'm super excited we did that. Aside from coming and knocking out bangers like this, why else do we do all of this?
Because all we do is twin.
No matter what. And with that, we bid you adieu.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
And griddle on.